everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video, our group, our family. Thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and, makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a dollar sign, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the dollar sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my intention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so today we will be working on this new dolly that I just finished creating with the 4-ply 100% cotton thread Portugal Brands, and I'll be using most probably these 4 colors, or at least 3. I'm going to see as I go to create this doily with flowers around it. Now you can make 2 or 3 of these and attach them on 3 flowers at the edge here and make a big table runner. Okay, so I did this sample with this color, and this is a 5-ply, so this is much bigger than what it will be with this one. But with this one, I think it's just perfect, to use as a table runner. It won't be as huge unless you have like 6 to an 8-seater. Then let's say Aunt Lydia number 3 will be perfect for this size. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I will be using hook 3.5 or sometimes even a 3 somewhere here, somewhere. I got hooks all over the place. I'm just having fun with them now. And of course a small one to tuck in loose ends and a pair of scissors. So let's get started, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. These are beautiful little flowers and incorporated inside of the shell there. Okay, so first thing we want to do is the slip stitch knot. Trying to take off a bit of coloring here because then it tends to white out too much. Cameras are just crazy like that. So you would just turn over, and inside of this magic circle we're going to do chain 3 and 11 more double crochets. With the chain 3 will equal 12 double crochets. This is row 1, so continue to do your 12 all the way around, and we're going to close it with the slip stitch up top. So I've done my 12. I'm just gonna close it, pull it here. I have to keep adjusting the color here. So once we've closed it, we're coming into the third chain with the slip stitch. So we have the 12 double crochet, row 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next space, double crochet, 2 chain for space, next space, double crochet. So this row 2 will be squares built all the way around, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3 and close it in with slip stitch. So now we're going into row 3. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going up 1, 2, and 3. I'm coming into the space and I'm doing 2 double crochets on top of the double crochet. Next space, 2 double crochets. So this row will be all the way around the same way, 2 double crochets inside of the space and 1 on top. And then on the third chain we're going to close it in with a slip stitch. Okay, so I finished row 3, going into row 4. I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to skip a space and going into the next one, double crochet, chain 2, skip a space into the next one, double crochet. Now if you are very tight tension, then do 3 chain instead of 2, because we don't want the pattern to crumple up pulling too much. Okay, and I know there's some of you that are extremely tight stitch, because I have you in my group and I know who you are, so that's why I need to mention to some of you, or even the newcomers, you know, or else it starts pulling too much. Okay, so skip a space, and I might even have to take it down. Maybe I'll see as I'm going a little bit and probably do a chain 3, because that's a 5 thread, so it stretches much better than this one. And that thread is 80% cotton thread and 20% different fiber. That's why it stretches a little bit more. This is 100% 4-ply cotton thread. So skip 1, double crochet, 2 chain, or 3, depending upon your tension. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I finished doing row 4. As you can see, it did bend a little bit, right? It almost like wants to form a hat. But I'm not worried about that, because I'm used to the patterns, and even if it bends a little bit like this on the next row where it's filled with double crochet, it's going to straighten out. Okay, so as you can see, when you pretty much set it down and you just slide with your fingers, and if it starts lying down pretty good, then you know you're okay on the next row. But if it stays crumpled up, and that goes for any pattern that you create out of any channel, by the way, and it's too much like this, then you definitely need to take it down and give it more chain, because then it's not going to work out. Okay, just little hints. Sometimes these little secrets need to be out there. Okay, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside of this square, we're going to build 3 double crochet, and 1 on top of the double crochet. Next space, double crochet, again double crochet, and again double crochet. So we're doing 3 double crochets inside of the space and 1 on top of the double crochet from the previous row. I'll meet you at the end. We finished creating row 5. I'll lower this a bit here, and as you can see, it just completely fell down flat. As I said, I know already my stitch and how things fall into place, but for some of you are still learning. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come in. Let me just check something here. I think I did an increase on here. Yes, every 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. On the fifth one. Okay, so we're going to do another double crochet on the same space. So I'll chain 3 on the same space, another double crochet, and now we're going to count 4 double crochets alone. So 1 per space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on your fifth one, 2 together, 1, and your second double crochet, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, on the fifth one, 2 together. So this is our increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, row 6. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, guys, so I'm almost at the end. Now, I did my last increase here, and if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and on my fifth one goes the increase, right? But we have the 2 right here at the beginning. It doesn't matter. Still do your increase because we work with the stitch, so don't worry about that. Just do your increase on the fifth one. Trying to get my 2 loops here. I don't want to pull on the pattern by doing only 1 loop so it can close up nice and firmly. Okay? Okay, so now, because the other pattern is a 5-ply, it becomes, the doily becomes way bigger. And this is still too small with a 4-ply for the doily. Now, unless really you want to have a small doily, then that's fine. Then you're going to skip, you're not going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, row 7. If you want a very small one, then you just wait until I get to row 8. So this row 7, I'm going to repeat the same thing. What I mean the same thing is 1 double crochet per space all the way around, because I need a little bit more length on this centerpiece since this is a 4-ply. But people that are working with 3, Aunt Lydia, you're perfect with that size, which I don't have this row on there. I only have the 2 rows, you see. But this is too small. I mean, look at the difference. Right? So I need to increase a little bit. So I'm putting 3 rows of this in. I'll meet you. So it's 1 per space, and I'll meet you at the end. There's no increase. Okay, everyone. So I'm almost at the end. Now, you're supposed to have even numbers on the double crochets. I've just counted mine, and I have 86. That one is 86 double crochets, and my 86 is here. Now, if I do one more here, it becomes 87. I'm not on my even number. So I am going to create another one just to make sure that I have an even number. So 2 in the same space, and now I have 88 double crochets. We need even numbers to create the next process. Okay, I've cut in my thread, and I'm just pulling my leftover in between these back loops here because we're gonna work on these loops. So this thread will be hidden, so just go back and forth, in and out, and this way it stays hiding in between the stitch and you won't be able to see it. Now I need to decide which color I'm going to use next. So your middle one from the people that did the magic circle, I'm going to come in with my smaller hook in through the back loops here and just bring it in. and go around a few times to make sure that it's secure and it's not going anywhere. This is, you know, the final touches, or the tucking in and all that stuff is the most important thing on any crochet pattern, especially for people that are selling. If you don't do the job properly, people will not seek for you anymore for your patterns, because everything has to be well finalized. So you need to finalize well your edges, okay? Okay, so let me think which purple I'm going to use. And we are going into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, row 8. Okay, so I'm coming in with the multicolored purple. See how that goes. Let me just lower this here a bit. I might even have to take this one down. Either it's too clear or it's too dark. Okay, so you pretty much grab anywhere on your pattern, doesn't matter which double crochet you grab. Slip stitch knot. I'm going to come right on top of where we did the 3 chains and go right through it and do a single, two chain. I'm going to skip a space and I'm going into the next one and doing a double crochet. I'm doing chain 4, 3 for double crochet and 1 for space. I'm coming in where I've closed in my 2 double crochets together, and I'm doing a double crochet. So you have your first X. I'm turning twice, coming into the same space as I have my double crochet there, trying to hide my thread here at the same time. Okay, so take out only 2, skip a space, go into the next one, trying to hide my thread here. Take 2, take 2, and take the last 2. 1 chain, coming in where we've closed off and doing double crochet. Again, turn twice, come into the same space, take out only 2. Turn once again on your hook, skip a space, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. 1 chain. Come in where you have closed off and do your double crochet. So now we have 3 X's on there. And again, turn twice, come into the same space, take out 2, turn your hook again, skip a space into the next one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and take out the last 2. 1 chain, come in to where you closed it off and do a double crochet. I hope this is clear enough. Let me just maybe try with the black at least once, see if it's any better. I don't know. Bring it up a little bit closer and get a little bit more lighting here. Okay, turn twice, come into the same one, take out 2, turn again, skip a space, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2, 1 chain, come into the space where we close both double crochets and do a double crochet. We're going to do these axes all the way around until the end. I'll meet you at the end. If you need to rewind a bit, then go ahead. Okay, everyone, so we're getting to the end. I'm almost at the end now. So I've turned twice. I'm coming into the same space, take out 2, into the, so you would skip a space, and you're coming in to where you have the first one that we created, 1 chain, and we finish it off going into the 3rd chain here with a slip stitch. And there you have it. You got all your X's on. I'm going to cut my thread and come back in with the white. I'm coming in to row 9. Now you can grab any of these X's here, and we're going to work inside of the center of the X. Not between them, but right on the center. Single. Pull your thread and try to tuck it in at the same time. 1 chain, 2 chain, or 3 chain for some of you that have a very tight stitch. Inside of here I'm going to create 3 double crochet into the next X in the center, 3 double crochet. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. Into the next one, in the center of the X, and 3 double crochet. So continue yours and I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I finished row 9, going into row 10, going up chain 3, next space. This row will be only of double crochets. There is no increase. It's just double crochet over double crochet. Very simple. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we pretty much finished doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And like I said, you know, depending upon the thread, you can see it's a very small doily. You can keep it just as a small doily or add 3 and make a table runner. Or if you're using the thicker thread like Aunt Lydia number 3, that means you wouldn't do the 3rd row here. You would just keep only 2 and then proceed with the same step. The stitch is still the same and you'll have the exact same total. So now we're going to do chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 for double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have chain 8. We're going to skip 1, 2 on the 3rd one. We're going to do double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip 1, 2 on the 3rd one, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and try not to loosen it too much. 1, 2, and the 3rd one. So we're creating these little blockage. We're preparing it to create the flower after. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the end. Five chain. I'm coming in my third one. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch. I'm going to cut my thread and go into one of my purples, and we're going to start creating the beginning of the flower. Coming into row 12. I think it's row 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Okay, so I have my lavender. I'm going to come in anywhere on the double crochet. I'm going to do a single, and I need to go to the center. 1, 2 on the third chain here on the center blockage, right in the center. I'm going to do a single and 1 chain. I'm going to come back in and do double crochet. So that's considered already 2, 3, 4, 1 chain. I'm going to come back in the same space and close it in with a single. I'm coming in to the next double crochet, single. So we're creating these little paddles, okay? And again, count 1, 2 on the third one. This is the center of the square here, single, 1 chain. Coming back in, double crochet. So that's 2 with a single, 1 chain, 3, 4, I think I'm going to do 5 because this is a smaller thread. Sorry about that. Sometimes I just have to go with the pattern. The other one is thick thread. It fills in more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet, 1 chain, come back in, single, come into the double crochet, single, come back into my third chain here. Whoops, supposed to be doing a single, single. Don't tighten it too much so you can have that space to go there, and 1 chain. So that's considered double crochet. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain, back into the same space, single. So we're creating these little paddles, okay, for the flower there. Into the double crochet, single. So it's just a repeat now. 1, 2 on the center. On the third one, which is the center of the square, single, 1 chain. That's like a double crochet. 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and 5 double crochet. 1 chain, and back into the same space and close it in with a single. Come into where we have the double crochet and a single. So we're creating these little paddles like this, okay? I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much at the end, I'm going to cut my thread. We're going into the last row. And look at this doily, just like this, how beautiful it is without anything else, without creating any other thing on it. It makes it a doily itself without anything else. Just gorgeous, gorgeous color. Okay, so I'm coming into my first single that I did with a slip stitch, cutting my thread, and I'm going to tuck in already the loose ends because I don't like to leave anything to the end. It does happen sometimes, but for the most part, I like to get rid of it so I can be done with the pattern. So row 13, I'm coming in with a darker purple, just so we can bring the pattern together. Try to move this so you can see the stitch better. So we're going to go into any single crochet here on the lavender and close it in with a single, trying to hide my thread at the same time. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Now for some of you might have to do 5 chain. Okay, we're coming in to the next single, but you must keep this paddle to the front. Okay, this 4 chain will stay in the back. Okay, we're going to turn our pattern and we're going to come inside of the center of the 4 chain with a single, 2 chain. We're going to create 3 more double crochet. We'll have a total with that single and chain 4 double crochet. So we have 4 double crochet with a single, 1 chain, and 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. We're doing the picot, and I'm going to close it in with slip stitch because I want it to be closed in my flower. And I'm going to proceed to do 4 more double crochet on this side. 2, 3, and 4 double crochet. So now we have 8 with the picot in between the 4. We're going to work on this double crochet here. So we're going to turn our pattern to the side, okay, because it's on this one right here, coming down. Turn our pattern to the side, and we're going to work 4 double crochets inside of this double crochet from the previous row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to turn it to the front, and I'm going to hook it not on the single but on the white double crochet, okay, with a slip stitch. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. I'm going to come where the lavender is and do a single. Put your paddle to the front like that. And you have your first flower created. Now, because mine is thicker thread, I'm not sure if I'm going to do doubles or maybe half double crochet, but it's supposed to be double crochet, but this thread is thicker than this one. So I'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've done our single. We're going to turn around again. We're going to come into the center here. And I did a single. I'm going to do only 1 chain, but do 2, okay? Because it's supposed to be a double crochet unless you're working with thick thread. And I'm going to continue to do 2, 3, 4 double crochet. Chain 3, picot, close it in with slip stitch. And 4 more double crochet. 3 and 4. I'm going to turn my work to the side, and now I'm going to work on the double crochet, the white one coming down, and do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to turn it to the front, and where I started my single, I'm not going to close it in there. I'm going to go into the white, and I'm going to slip stitch right through it. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain again. Keep your loop to the front and come behind to the lavender where the single is and close it in with the single. I think that looks pretty good. So we're going to continue all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, pretty much finished doing the doily. Look how stunning. The colors don't even come up straight on camera, but it's absolutely gorgeous. This purple is like a wine purple. So I'm going to take some pictures, have it on display, and this one has 30 centimeters. And the blue one has 37. I'm sure once I spray it and leave it flat, it's going to come to 38. So that's a big difference with the 5-ply and the 4-ply. Right? Look at that. And this one even has a extra row on there. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let me know how do you like these patterns, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless. Bye-bye.